welcome back to my channel. So today it is a full-on day of filming, so I'm trying to get 3 other videos done today, but I think I'm only going to be able to do one more because it's already like 8 o'clock. But anyways, today's video is all on the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe Armed and Gorgeous palette. Sorry, I didn't know how to phrase that. Anyway, Jaclyn Hill's Armed and Gorgeous palette. As you know, Jaclyn Hill has collaborated with Morphe quite a few times. Morphe and Jaclyn Hill has collaborated with Morphe quite a few times. She has her original palette, and then she's got 4 other palettes that came out that are all a part of the Vault collection. So this one right here is a part of that. It was probably one of my favorite palettes when it came out because it's got such unique colors in it. And I'm really excited to show you guys all of these cool looks, this one here especially. So go ahead and continue watching the video, and I hope you guys like it. Bye! Jumping right in, I'm going to go in with the color Top Secret. This is an army green shade. I love this color. Not a lot of eyeshadows had this color just yet when this palette came out. So I was really excited to get my hands on this palette when it first came out. The only downside is that this color does not blend out easily. So you're definitely going to see me going back and forth trying to blend these shadows out. And then the next color I'm going in with a kind of finer fluffy brush is called Agent. This one is a more orange toned one. I love this shade because even though it's orange, it's still kind of orange gold. So it's not really giving me like full on pigment. I'm mostly using this shade to blend out a little bit of Top Secret, but you're going to see there's a lot of steps I take to blend out Top Secret. It's not just with one shade or going back and forth one time. It's kind of like a slow process of building it, so I'm just keep going back in with not Top Secret, sorry, with Agent, the orangey shade, going back and forth in my crease in circular motions in all kind of different directions just to try to smoke it out a bit. So like I said, it's a very lengthy process to try to smoke this out. I'm still dipping into Agent. I keep kind of grabbing a little bit more shadow because like I didn't want to immediately go in with a lot of pigment. Like I said, this pigment was more to help blend out Top Secret, so I'm kind of slowly starting to build it. It's kind of starting to help blend out, but now I want a little bit more of the actual shade to come out. So after that, I'm going to go in with Access. That one's more of a yellow gold. I'm going to explain it kind of like Agent. It's golden orange, but this one's more of a gold tone than an orange. This one I'm taking with a regular size fluffy brush, or actually like a medium sized fluffy brush, and I'm just going to go on the outer rim of Agent, like where I smoked everything out, because this one I want you to be able to see the pigment more, so I'm kind of going above where I was putting in Agent. I'm kind of going on the edge of where I had Agent. This is going to create that more glowy effect on the halo eye. And the next color I'm taking is Smooth Criminal. This is a warm brown. I originally, when I thought of this look, was not even thinking that I was going to use Smooth Criminal. I wanted to use it, I just didn't know where or how because it's such a beautiful brown. I just didn't know where I would place it to where it would look good in the look because I wanted to have a certain kind of color scheme with it. But actually this color ended up saving this whole look because, like I said, Top Secret, the green shadow, was very hard to blend out. So as soon as I put Smooth Criminal over top of that, it was so much easier to blend out. So I feel like I just unlocked the key to working with Top Secret. So I was really excited, and I was really happy that I was able to use Smooth Criminal, and everything ended up working out. Now I'm going in with Classified. Look at that pigment, guys. Oh my gosh. I was so excited to use these shimmer shades. They're so gorgeous. But obviously I'm using my finger to apply them. Shadows like this most of the time are not going to grab very well with a brush. I've tried it with different kind of brushes. I've tried spraying the brushes. Sometimes it just doesn't come out as nice as when you use your finger. So now going in with the shade Coin, which is a truly, truly gold shade. I love it. I just wanted a little bit of like a pop in the very center of the eyelid. So I went in with my pinky, and I'm just making sure I'm keeping it in the very center of my eye. Now I'm going to go back in with Top Secret on a flat brush, and I'm just touching up the outsides of the eyeshadow. Going in with e.l.f.'s black gel liner. This is one of my favorite gel liners. First, I got a little comfortable, not a little comfortable, I got very comfortable using the eyeliner pens, but eventually it just got kind of, like, I felt like it was running out really fast to use the pens, but then again I was using drugstore pens, so I kind of feel like their product is very limited. So I started using e.l.f.'s gel liner, and to this day it's my favorite gel liner. I've been trying to look into other gel liners. I've heard Inglot's got a really nice one, but I just always keep finding my way back to the e.l.f. gel liner. It's really smooth, really easy to apply, and that's why I keep using it. I feel like other gel liners I've tried are really hard to try to just glide over your eyelid like that, and I have no complaints. For foundation, I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation, and I'm just going to put that all over my face. The thing that I love about about Tarte's Shape Tape Foundation is the wand, the applicator. I feel like it allows me to get a better coverage because I'm able to just kind of spread the product all throughout my face and then blend it in with whatever brush. I don't really have to worry about, like, you have to put it on another place to put it on your brush, to put it on your face. And I feel like the brush just kind of soaks it up and eats it all up before it even gets put on your face. So then you end up wasting a lot more product. But as far as how much I actually like the foundation for the formula, I absolutely love it. There's not a lot of foundations that I've tried that have more of like a semi-matte finish. It's not too matte because it's hydrating. It's a hydrating foundation. So I'd kind of say it's maybe more of a satin finish. It reminds me a little bit of maybe a little bit dewier than Fenty's. Fenty has a definitely more of a satin finish, but I love it because it feels so nice on the skin. There's not a lot of foundations that will feel nice and refreshing when you put it on your skin. This one, the hydrating one, definitely does. So now I'm going to go in with Tarte's Shape Tape Concealer. This concealer is seriously the best concealer I've ever tried. I mean, everything you've heard about it is true. It's great. It's definitely full coverage, and a little bit goes a very long way. Right now that you saw me like actually swiping the concealer is a very, very unusual thing for me to do. Usually I just have to dot them, and it's like full coverage. It's already more than enough. I think with what I just put underneath my eye, I could basically cover my whole entire face with that. Now I'm taking my Real Technique sponge, and it's already dampened and wet, and I kind of give it a few more squeezes before I go in and start blending my makeup, because I've noticed that if I don't, then it's still kind of wet, so it will almost kind of break down what I have on my face. But you just kind of wait a little bit, squeeze it a few times, and it's good. So with that, I'm going to go in and blend in all of my concealer. And to set everything, I'm just going to take Air Sponge Translucent Powder, and I'm using the JH01 Morphe brush. That's part of Jaclyn Hill's Master Collection. I wanted to say Vault Collection, but the Vault is only the palettes. The Master Collection is the brushes. This is my absolute favorite brush to set my face with because it's so big, it just gets everything super fast. Now I'm going to go in with Kat Von D's Shade to Light palette. Clearly, you know which two I use more because I've hit pan. Now, ruining my white brush, I'm going to go in and start kind of bronzing my face. Bronzing slash contouring. I don't really bronze my face because I'm just too light to walk around with a bunch of bronzer on my face. Like, clearly, they're going to be able to know when I put like a bunch of bronzer on. So I just kind of start to slightly contour my face with bronzer. So I'm using Jaclyn Hill's Master Collection again. So this is the Morphe JH02. and I love this brush. You're really not going to hear me talk bad about any of my brushes. Like, I love all of them, but this one, the only thing that I'm sad about is the fact that it is white bristles for bronzing. Like, that's the worst color you could have chosen for a bronzing brush. But anyways, the shape of it is awesome. It is kind of slender, but it's also fluffy, so it does help blend out everything. But it definitely helps kind of contour your face already. But it's not a precision contouring brush. It's definitely to smoke stuff out. Okay, girl, yes, starting to look defined. Now I'm going to take Tarte's Split Pan blush. That's definitely not eyeshadow. Anyway, just going in with a regular blush brush, and I'm kind of going in between tapping and slightly brushing it on. I don't really like to brush it on. I like more tapping motions, but I don't know why in this video it's showing like I'm brushing it on a lot more than I usually do. Anyways, I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Shade to Light palette again, and I'm taking the lightest two colors in the palette, and I'm going to put that underneath my eye to, 1, help set it, 2, brighten underneath the eye. And I really do love the two lighter shades on this palette because on my skin tone it's really kind of hard to tell when the powder really does help brighten up the skin, and this powder I can immediately tell that it does help. Now I'm going to go in with the JH10, and this is a very slender, very compact little brush, and I use it to carve out underneath where I put the bronzer. So on my lazier days, when I don't feel like going in with a smaller, more precise brush to have a sharper contour, I just clean it up a bit with this brush right here. And I'm doing the same thing, going in with the lighter powder on the Shade to Light palette, and I'm just kind of carving out my contour. So I feel like after I've done that, it really helps structure my round little face into a little bit more symmetrical and defined. Now I'm going to go in with my newest little highlighting palette. This is the Babes in Paradise palette by Morphe and Bretman Rock. I absolutely love this palette. I was a little afraid for a while to get it because all of the tones are really warm and beautiful, and whenever I see warm and beautiful highlight, it always ends up looking a little too warm on me. Like, you can definitely tell that there's pigment in the highlight because I turn a certain way and it looks like I have pigment on my face, not just a glow. So this palette I do not have that problem with. I absolutely love it. Look at that glow. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes. That is definitely Babe in Paradise type of glow right there. It reminds me of being out on the beach in Hawaii with that beautiful kind of natural glow that comes out because it's humid as hell over there. Now I'm going to go back into the Omden Gorgeous palette and finish off the eyes. So I'm going to take that beautiful warm brown tone, Smooth Criminal, on the lash line. And I'm going in with a fine flat brush and I'm just putting it right along the lash line. I'm not worried about smoking it out right now. I just want to make sure that I get the pigment on there, and I'm not making the line too thick because then it might look like I have raccoon eyes. To help blend out Smooth Criminal, I'm going in with Access on a fluffy pencil brush, and I'm just going to go right over top of Access with that. Go back and forth, make sure that there's no harsh lines. Don't worry about Smooth Criminal getting a little bit blurred out and the pigmentation going away. We'll worry about that later. Again, going back in with the color Access, I'm going to take that on the medium-sized fluffy brush and still go on my lash line with it. I like to do this because it kind of makes it a bit more smokier, but since this is not such a dramatic color, it kind of blends nicely and just makes it a bit more eye-catching. And then going in with the flat brush again, I'm taking Smooth Criminal and kind of intensifying the brown because, like I said, when we smoked it out, it did kind of take away some of the pigmentation, so I'm putting it back in. And then with an angled, slightly fluffy brush, I'm going to be taking VIP, and that's a very beautiful, intense white, and I'm putting it right underneath my eyebrow just to give it that nice little pop. And with the same brush, I'm going to dip into that really beautiful gold color coin. And I'm going to put that on the inner corner because, seriously, I can't stay away from shimmers. So I'm just going to make this a little bit more extra. Now I'm going to take Tarte's lipstick in the shade Beach Waves. And I'm going to put that, obviously, all over my lips. Then over top of that, I'm going to put on this lipstick named Rumors. I don't know the brand of it. I got it really randomly. It was a gift over Christmas, and this is one of my favorite lipsticks. I wish I knew the brand of it so that when I run out of it, I'd be able to reorder it. But unfortunately, I cannot find it. So I'm just taking advantage of what I have for right now, and that gives it just a really nice metallic-y shine. Now I'm going to go in with Lioness Lashes in the style Queen. I love this lash brand. They're local, so I feel even more compelled to buy from them. They have such beautiful lashes, so many beautiful styles. And after applying some lash glue, I'm just going to shake it, shake it like a Polaroid picture. Sorry, I can't sing. I shouldn't have done that. I just made sure it was a little bit dry and a little tacky before I went and tried to apply it. I wish I had tips on applying eyelashes, but I feel like that's something that you just kind of have to live and learn and try it. For everyone, it's a bit different. I feel like it's never going to be just super easy to just pop on some lashes real quick. Like, it's always going to take some time, a little bit of patience. But this video kind of doesn't really show how difficult and frustrating it is sometimes. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys liked it. And there's a few more videos on their way. Bye. Thank you. Subscribe and make sure to go ahead and put on the little ringer so you know exactly when I post. Thanks guys. Bye.